The All Progressives Congress APC Edo State chapter and the wife of the governor of Edo State, Mrs. Bestie Obaseki, are trading blame over the order to close free medical outreach in the state for campaign. Edo APC on Wednesday, in an online statement by the chairman of its Media Campaign Council, Prince John Mayaki, condemned the disruption of its ongoing free medical outreach in Edo Central Senatorial District by the police, acting on the instruction of the governor's wife. He said the medical outreach initiated and kicked off on Tuesday by the wife of APC's governorship candidate, Professor Idia Ize-Yamo, to provide free health screening and other medical services to the people, especially the vulnerable, denied access to health care for years, was disrupted in Uromi by policemen deployed by the Divisional Police Officer (DPO) and the area commander of the Uromi Division. APC alleged that the policemen were acting on the instruction of the wife of Edo governor, who was attending a political event in the area and felt displeased by the complete overshadowing and abandonment of her event by the people who thronged the free medical outreach. It condemned the governor's wife action, declaring that it bordered on arrogation of powers with no constitutional basis, insensitivity to the plight of the people, and a cruel prioritization of political showmanship over the head of the poor and vulnerable, abandoned for 4 years by her husband, Godwin Obaseki. APC said by directing the police to shut down the free medical outreach, Mrs. Obaseki arrogated unconstitutional powers to herself and sadly displayed the poor attributes including cruelty, intolerance, and insensitivity to the plight of the people that earned the Obaseki administration the infamy of being one of the worst seen in Edo State. The cruelty and insensitivity is further magnified by the fact that Mrs. Obaseki ordered the shutdown because she felt slighted that her political event in the area was completely overshadowed by the medical outreach, as the people, men, women, and the aged expectedly chose to cater to their health than attend a vanity political show that holds no value to them. To order the closure of a free medical event catering to the poor over petty political concerns, especially vanity showmanship, is cruel and totally condemnable. The medical outreach initiated by Professor Professor Ize-Yamo was designed to provide care for the poorest of the poor and vulnerable citizens with various health conditions. These people have been abandoned by Governor Godwin Obaseki, and they live in communities where there are neither doctors nor health centers because the governor, in his characteristics failure, fell abysmally short of his promise to build 192 primary health centers with just 22 in 4 years. APC also condemned the actions of the governor's wife in the strongest possible terms, urging Police Commissioner Babatunde Kukumo to rein in on his men to resist carrying out such cruel assignments and insist on the ethics of the profession, no matter who is asking. Well, this is expected. Whether she's the one that instructed them to cancel or to stop people from receiving medical care or not, to me, it's neither here nor there, because they will come out and say, oh, she did not say that. I don't know whether they got the information or there was a letter written in that to that effect that, oh, the exercise that was going on should be stopped, that the governor's wife said that, or she ordered people to do that. Is, to me, it's inconsequential. Yesterday we were talking about this akara of a thing that they were distributing, and we're asking why now. People were even asking, why are you guys distributing akara and bread? Is that good governance? Is that what people want? It's just for a short period of time because of election, which we understand those are the tricks or the tactics they use in deceiving people, and people want to get it because they believe that that is just, it's a one-off thing. Because at the end of the day, they won't see them again. Even if you vote for the right person, at the end of the day, they don't even get the dividends of that democracy or the vote that they've already, they've sacrificed themselves to go out to give. I don't know why we will continue to do like this. In other, like all this one, you talk about those politicians. They go out abroad, they know what is obtainable. There is a permanent place, a particular place where they have a food bank for people who do not have enough. It is there. It is an institution that is there. And believe you me, if you find that we will have something like that in Nigeria, we have a lot of those laws, all of those amenities, all of those things that we are supposed to be executing, but they won't do it. Even if they budget money for them for all those projects, they will squander it and nothing will happen. They can just bring anybody who is involved in all those corruption practices, they will bring the person to the public, and at the end of the day, nothing will happen to them. You will just hear is, oh, something of this nature happened. Before, after 2 days, you won't hear anything again. Everybody will make noise about it. Like I said, all these politicians, they go outside the country, they know what is obtainable. Like I said, we condemn that act of sharing akara. Then after that akara, then what happens? Now somebody is coming again. I'm not even interested whether somebody disrupted or somebody not disrupted, or whether somebody is feeling not being recognized. It is inconsequential because we as a people, we don't ask the pertinent questions. Now somebody is bringing a healthcare, whatever. What has been happening? The question is that this woman was in government too. Her husband was the SSG during Lucky Benedio. What did they do? Does it mean they advise the government of the day and the government of the day then did not do anything? Because when we are saying when we are dealing with all these issues, we need to deal with them holistically. Forget all this whatever, because they are just temporary thing. They are doing this because of election. Do they really have foundation? Okay, now at the end of the day, what we are going to be hearing, they want to go and do tests, go and do your eye test and all of that. After, those people will still need further, what is it called, further medication or further treatment. They will not get it. It's just going to be for a one-off. Go and do tests. Eye this thing. Are they going to treat them? They've all failed. Now these people are telling us that the governor's wife did this, the governor's wife did that. All of you are just playing politics, whether Obaseki or whatever. All of you are playing politics. And like I always say, people always talk about, oh yes, they have done this, they have done that. But if you want to look at this whole thing, this project that these people are always embarking on, in the scale of 1 to 10, can we boast, can we beat our chest that is how it ought to be? These people, politicians, they are enjoying, they are living they are living their life to the fullest. They are enjoying what even those who are in the developed countries are not enjoying. They are enjoying it. But when it comes to the masses, they will not be telling you there's no money, there's no this, there's no that. But when it's money, when it is time for them to be taken care of, for their own needs to be taken care of, they will have that money. The laws are there. The laws that are there to protect the people, they will be finding it difficult to do that. The political will not be there. But when it comes to their own funding, the political will be there. Whether you tell us that whether you have been rich before, whatever, it is inconsequential. But in as much the law that is being put there is for to take care of your lifestyle, it is still the same thing, because you are still gaining from the system. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that these people they can blame themselves for all we care, but what we are talking about is that all this program they are bringing, it is not for anything. Whether you are telling us that Obaseki did not do this, Obaseki did not do that, this program you guys are bringing, or whether the Ezeyamu's wife is conducting that program for people to get a healthcare, whatever, is it going to be a continuous thing? Is it going to be a continuous thing? The state whatever, the state medical whatever, they are the hospital, they are playing politics with all of that. Yesterday, get me right, those who will come here and say, oh, you are supporting PDP to this akara of a thing they are doing is not making any meaning. That is not what the people want. And some people suggested or talked about during the lockdown, what did they give the people? Nothing. Now the akara is going to end on the 18th of this September. The akara they are giving, they say they have a different spots in those states, and they listed all those spots that you go there and be taking akara. Is that a problem of the people? After that 18th, what happens? Should we not have a system in place that permanently those who do not have enough food to eat, they should just go to the place, they call it food bank. They won't do that. Healthcare we are talking about, which healthcare is in place? Is it just for this period? At the end of the day, everybody will go and people will fall in for it. They have already weaponized the people with poverty. People don't even reason. The people who are supposed to even vote, who know the right thing, they won't come out to vote. And that's why these people always take advantage of these people who do not who are vulnerable to many things in this country. They should go and say to themselves, what we are concerned about is all this program they are bringing that does not make sense. The same thing, the vice president was sharing money all over the country last year. Now, what has happened? Immediately after the election, they stopped it. Who are they deceiving? And the vice president was telling us that it is for trader money for them to do business. Which business are we talking about? 10,000 to do business. That 10,000, if you take it to the market easy, where you are going to buy things to do your business, are they going to tell you, are they going to give you a kind of consideration that you are a poor person? They will tell you if you don't have money to buy whatever you want to buy to do your business, you go and sit down because nobody is going to do that for you. Things are expensive. So that money does not even have value. They are just, that money was just vote buying, and they were lying that it is it's for business, for go and establish what. At the end of the day, they were collecting their PVC, they are collecting their voters card or whatever, the number of their voters card. So my own concern is that all of these programs they are bringing here and there, it makes no sense whether PDP or APC. If you like, come here and be talking what you don't understand, because you'll be telling, you are going to be supporting them. As you are supporting them, they will continue to grow and you will continue to be on the same level. Those people that you are seeing, you don't even know them, you don't have a close relationship with them, you'll be defending them, and it's all their policies on ground. It's not favoring anybody. All this, we'll be hearing all this. They will just go and bring they are attending medical whatever. Medical what? After that time, if they discover that, somebody is suffering from this, how are they going to continue? How are they going to continue? You are giving people food akara this. After that, on the 18th, then what happens? Those who not see food to eat, what will happen? They will tell you they are doing this school feeding. The children are not learning anything. Well, they've accused the governor's wife of disrupting the program of Eze Yamu's wife. Let us hear what they are going to say concerning that.